This is going to be an ultimate Ffraegar guide in Call of Dragons. I'm going to share with you everything you need to know for this hero to get the best value from this hero. So first thing first is where this hero shine. What is the place of this hero? And there is like 3 directions. Ffraegar is one of the not that many marksman heroes that have so many implementations on the battlefield in Call of Dragons. So the first one is obviously going to be for the Behemoths. This lady is giving you, after he triggers her rage skill, is going to do some normal attack. Obviously I have her awakened, I have played with her for so long, I was on top places on the Behemoths, and the reason behind is this extra 60% critical rate. Now if you pair her with a hero that we're going to go over the pairing later, but yeah, this 60% critical rate is absolutely wild. On top of that, you're also going to get some critical damage. I think, yeah, this is normal critical damage bonus, like 30%. Very solid. So yeah, this is one of the places, the Behemoths. The second one is going to be with Spring Warden with the cavalry. Yeah, believe it or not, by cavalry I mean the eagles, the flying one. This is other place where you can use also Ffraegar, since she's a flying hero. You can use her with the eagles. You're also going to receive pretty decent damage factor. On top of that, eagles are doing pretty nice damage, so this critical rate is going to apply very nicely also over the eagles. And even though that the marksmen are having the biggest attack in Call of Dragons, cavalry, or let's say eagles or cavalry in general, are on second place by damage in the game. That's why this critical rate on the normal attack is going to be extremely valuable for the Spring Warden. And finally, it's going to be just for pure PvP as a... just to mention that something about the cavalry before I close this topic is you have to go with mobility with her just to be more faster when you're going with your cavalry legions or with your eagles. You just need to go with the mobility tower tree. For the normal fights, I prefer her as deputy. I have great results when I pair her with Syndrian as a commander. And from all of the heroes that I'm currently having, Margaret with Ffraegar is doing the absolutely crazy work. Is basically my best march. Now I have also Zeta, but my Zeta critical rate is not developed like the critical rate Ffraegar is giving. That's why my Margaret Ffraegar is doing the best job there. So this is, like how to say it, the pairing with which hero you want to pair Ffraegar from point of marksmen. From point of cavalry, we already said is going to be as a commander Ffraegar. And for the Behemoths, again, Syndrian and Margaret is going to give you the best results. Maybe Nico, I can actually say maybe also Nico, because Nico is also very nice hero, especially this spell, the 4th spell of this bad boy, just giving crazy normal attack damage bonus, which gets triggered every time you fire up your spell. So this is going to connect with the critical rate the Ffraegar is going to give you, since this is for 7 seconds after the spell gets triggered. So yeah, this hero have many implications. What is the strong side of the Ffraegar is going to be her critical rate and the critical damage she's doing. A normal attack critical damage bonus that is going to give you. Marksman attack bonus is also very nice to have. Normal attack damage bonus, defense bonus. Now the order, what should be order? The order is going to be this spell, is going to be on the first place, obviously the rage skill. After this is going to be very nice if you go and open the 3rd spell. This is Storm Barrage, and after this you can go with this spell where it's going to give you just some passive attributes like 15% normal attack damage and some defense bonus. And finally you can go with Falconer Charge. When launching a normal attack, the Legion has 20% chance to launch an extra normal attack for the next 5 seconds. This hero also gets haste and target lose 20% rage accumulation speed. It's more PvP related, let's say it like this, but still 20% chance to get the extra normal attack. You basically need it on level 1 this spell to grab the best value here, because the 20% is not increased with the levels of the spell, and extra normal attack is extra normal attack. Rest of the attributes here is something that when you level this spell is actually the debuffs you're applying. These heroes you're applying, and also the march speed you're getting. So that's why I put this one on the last place, because just when you open her, when you open this spell, you already get the benefits. So it's going to be the first one, the second one, the third one, and finally the Falcon charge. Now, should you actually awake this hero? I don't suggest doing that. You're going to get like 200 extra damage, which is not something wild. So you can go like 5-5-5-1 with Ffraegar from point of skill building order. This is, I think, the best way you can go with this hero, and this is actually the strong sides of Ffraegar in Call of Dragons. Now let's continue with the talent tree. Now before I jump over the talent tree, if you go that far on this video, maybe you're liking this video, you hit one like on the video, okay, and subscribe for more Call of Dragons videos. Now let's continue with the talent tree. As I already mentioned, for is going to be the mobility for the when you go with eagles. So for mobility, maybe I can actually try to find, do I have a hero that is having good mobility talent tree builded? For the what was his name? For the Emrys. This is the mobility talent tree right now. I don't have it. So I'm going to skip it. Maybe, yeah, if you need the mobility talent tree for the, because this is extremely specific case where you basically have to go with the mobility talent tree where you specific faction doing specific things like going for the eagles. So yeah, just PM me on my Discord. You're going to find the Discord in the description under this video. So if you're needing, just join the Discord and ping me and ask me for the mobility talent tree. I have it on another place. So yeah, this is so far for the tree. I don't think you actually need some kind of talent tree except the mobility talent tree for the Ffraegar. And with other heroes, you're going to use her as a deputy. Sindrian is going to be the commander. Margaret is going to be the other commander. So for the Ffraegar, you basically don't need any kind of talent tree. Now let's talk about the pets. From point of pets, this one, Night Rock, is a good one because you're getting some benefits when you're doing some critical strikes. Legion normal attack critical rate, you're getting also critical rate. This level 1 or 1 star talent, so it can get increased at this critical rate by a lot. Normal attack have 30% chance to deal additional damage upon landing a critical hit. So the more critical, the more extra damage you can actually get. The damage factor is 22 plus 58, which, you know, is very nice. So yeah, from point of critical rate, I think this pet is going to be very nice for a Ffraegar, definitely for Night Rock. So let's jump over the artifacts. There is a specific artifact for Ffraegar. This is Goldcrest. The reason behind is just because it's having conditional effect when Ffraegar is in your legion. So basically this artifact is for Ffraegar. Casting artifact skills deals additional damage. This additional damage is like 900. The target also get immobilized for 3 seconds. This is something like a stun over the target. Very nice when you're chasing somebody to actually stop him, and for these 3 seconds to get 3 normal attacks at the end of the day and get some extra damage factor from your artifact damage. Very solid artifact for a Ffraegar. So we already speak about the pets, we spoke about the artifacts, we spoke about the pairing, the best site, where this hero should be used. In general, it's very interesting hero, and if I have to pick which hero should I awake, if I can bring back the time from Synderen and Ffraegar, I'm definitely going to awake Ffraegar. Just way more implications, implementation in different compositions from what the Synderen can actually do. So yeah guys, this will be for this video. I really hope you enjoyed. Hit one like, subscribe to this channel. I wish you a great day and see you in the next video.